Moving into a new home is supposed to be a joyful milestone. For me, it quickly turned into a bizarre nightmare, thanks to a nosy neighbor who assumed I was a thief instead of a homeowner. It was a sunny Saturday morning when I pulled into the driveway of my new house. I had finally closed on the place a week prior and was eager to start the move. I had my U-Haul filled to the brim, and a few friends joined to help unload everything. We were sweaty, tired, but excited to make this space our own. About 30 minutes into unloading, I noticed an older woman standing across the street, arms crossed, sunglasses perched high on her nose. She was watching every single thing we did. At first, I brushed it off. Maybe she was just curious or concerned about the noise. But then she started taking photos. Of us, of the U-Haul, of the boxes. That's when it started to feel off. I decided to wave and introduce myself. "Hi, I'm Alex, just moved in today," I said with a smile. She didn't return the smile. "Are you renting?" "Nope, bought it, closed last week," I said. She narrowed her eyes. "Funny, the WA wasn't informed." "I'm on the board." I explained that my realtor said everything was cleared and paperwork was already submitted. But she wasn't having it. "Well, I'll be watching," she said, and stomped off toward her house. 15 minutes later, 2 police cars rolled up. At first, I thought maybe someone else in the neighborhood had a situation. But then the officers came straight to me. "We got a call about a suspected burglary in progress," one officer said. "A burglary? I'm moving in," I replied, stunned. The officer asked for ID and proof of ownership. Thankfully, I had a folder in my car with all the closing documents. While I searched for them, Karen was standing on her lawn, arms crossed again, watching smugly. "She said you were loading stolen items into the truck and didn't belong here," the officer said, clearly annoyed. I handed over my driver's license and a copy of the closing statement. The officer read through it, then sighed. "Everything checks out. Sorry for the inconvenience. We just had to follow up." After the cops left, I walked over to Karen's house. Was it really necessary to call the police instead of just asking me? I asked. "I did ask you," she said. "And I didn't believe you. People lie." "Well, next time maybe wait for confirmation before making that kind of assumption," I replied, trying to stay calm. "I'm just protecting the neighborhood," she said coldly. "You can't be too careful." Since that day, I've heard stories from other neighbors about Karen pulling similar stunts, harassing delivery drivers, confronting guests, and constantly citing obscure WA rules. The kicker, a week later, I got a violation notice from the WA. Guess what for? Unapproved moving truck parked overnight. It wasn't even there past 6 p.m. Now I document everything. I've joined the WA board to make sure people like her aren't the loudest voices in the room. And yes, I changed my Wi-Fi name to Karen Called the Cops. Always have your paperwork ready, and beware the WA Karen. She might just think you're robbing your own house.